friends, let's talk about options for cats and cows, and there are several. Traditionally, we take cat and cow from a tabletop position with the knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders, and so we've got our hands fanned out like a starfish, pressing into the fingertips, finger mounds, drawing the belly up towards the spine. And then to come into the cat and cow postures, we inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze for cow, and then press the earth away, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the tail for cat. And so we continue that motion to the rhythm of the breath, eventually allowing movements to evolve. Maybe you go from side to side, and maybe you find a circular motion, because our spine moves in at least 6 directions. But sometimes I find that that particular version of cat and cow does not feel good on my knees. And so let me show you some other options for cat and cow in case you have the same issue. Now, depending on what the issue is in your knees, perhaps adding a little cushion under the knees will help. For me, that doesn't help. But that's an option that you can try. I've just got a beach towel here that's been folded in half several times. But let me show you some completely different options for cat and cow. Now, one of them is to take your cat and cow from a thunderbolt pose. And so thunderbolt, we simply went from our tabletop, brought the hips back to the heels, and brought the spine upright. Now, thunderbolt may be a position that doesn't feel good either. So there is that. Some people might feel better if they placed that rolled up towel on the heels and elevated the hips a little bit, lessened the bend in the knee. That might feel better. But we'll pretend for now that this pose feels fine to you. So to come into cat and cow, from here you simply send the heart forward, look up with the inhale, and round the spine, tuck the chin with the exhale. And so it's basically the same process. You can go forward and back, finding that flexion and extension. You can get the arms in on it. That's one thing I like about being upright for cats and cows, because you can reach the arms forward in the cat pose, and you can sweep them back on the cow pose. You can lean the body from side to side again, getting the arms involved. You get a pretty good stretch this way. And you can also circle the torso. You're probably going to be using your core a little bit more than your hips from here. And so we did talk about maybe this pose doesn't work for you either. The pose I would suggest at that point is the easy seat. And so we'll have a seat on the ground, crossing the ankles or laying one ankle in front of the other, bringing your hands to your shins. And as you inhale, the heart drifts forward, look up, and exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. And so you have the same options with the arms, where you can reach them back for cow and forward for cat. You can lean from side to side and bring the arms overhead to bring more stretch into the side body. And you can also circle the torso. Again, you're going to find this is more of a core movement than a hip movement with the seat. It is possible to sit on a block. That may be something that feels good to you. And you can do your cats and cows while seated on the block. You could even do cats and cows while you're reclined. And that feels kind of good on the back body. You simply would lie down, Soles of the feet to the mat, knees to the sky. They're about hip width apart. And begin by rocking the hips forward as you inhale and rock them back with the exhale, maybe lifting the hips up off the floor. So basically starting with pelvic rocks and then letting the movement get larger until you're rolling the back across the floor. And this is, you're going to find more of a motion with the hips to do this, and probably a little less with the spine, although it can feel really good to roll the spine along the floor. So, some options for cat and cow that you might not have thought of. So, let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any questions. Thank you.